oh no, this is bad, but you can not prove your argument by repeating the experiment. And also, there are a lot of arguments are based on statistics without statistical significance, because for those arguments, the theorists, they just ignore all the anti-examples. 反例, 就忽略反例. You do not know how many anti-examples are there. Perhaps you have 1 million positive examples, but if you ignore all the 2 million anti-examples, then you will get a fake result. So that is the problem of a lot of social debate and economic theory and other things. This has a great impact in societies, that all theories we use in social life is only based on some kind of thought experiment. Everybody has good life, good house, good food, good clothes. I said that the mechanism is economics. It's not only about production. It's about who gets how much wealth in the society. If you allow private firms, private equity, and you will find that smaller and smaller firms are getting more and more profit of the society, more and more wealth. So smaller and smaller group of people get more and more wealth in the society. And for taxation, you can only take a small part of those wealth from the richest people and give them to the poorest people. And the government cannot make money from the air. The government have the taxation or the debt. Both of these are not unlimited. So what the government can distribute to ordinary people is only a small proportion of the taxation from the richest part of people, and that means that for a whole society, for the largest part of the wealth go to a small proportion of people, and a small proportion of wealth go to a large population of people. That cannot make equal life in the society. AI job replacement in a severe situation. And another thought experiment is Vagabond. It is also published in the US in English version. So my friend said that perhaps to face the challenge of AI, we need public ownership, and we need everybody has the universal basic income. You know that term, and a lot of people are arguing for universal basic income. And I said that, oh yeah, I wrote about that in Vagabond. I wrote about a society on the Mars, and on Mars, it is a society built by scientists and engineers. So this society is more or less like enlarged university, that everybody there has a similar salary and similar income, and everybody there has a house, has a garden, has a comfortable life, and it's very equal, and all the resources are centrally distributed by centrally AI. So it's AI controlled, centralized eco society with everybody universal basic income and good, comfortable life standard. But the problem is that in that Martian society in the future, it is not allowed to make your own equity and your own business, and it is not allowed to trade all this wealth freely, because if you allow the trade and the business there, and the society, the universal basic income society, the centralized distributed society will be broken by the system. Actually, in Chinese history, each at the beginning of each dynasty, like Qin, Han, Tang, even Song, all the emperors try to make equalization of the land, of the wealth to everybody. If you are a young man in the society, you get the equal piece of land in whole country. But after that, if the government allows the trade of the land, and the trade of wealth and the trade of goods, and then towards the middle of the dynasty, there will be a big landlord and a lot of poorest people. So that happens, I think about 4 or 5 times in Chinese history, that if you allow trade, if you allow the wealth communications, and then you will find the richest and the poorest people in the society. So for this kind of society, you need to prevent all these kind of liberal economics. You cannot let people to do business on their own will. From today on, from the society we are in now, towards the future, we will have a lot of possibilities, a lot of paths, ways that we can go. But what are the ends of these ways? What are the results of these paths? We can make interpolation in science fiction stories. Next page. So that's what I'm thinking on my mind these years about the future of human beings in another angle. It's about the global conflicts. So this is the theme of my new book. I just finished in April this year in Chinese, so I only got the Chinese version public on the internet. Unfortunately, you cannot find the English version now. But the thing is that what is the result of what will be the result if there is a conflict, a great conflict and a mass on Earth, and then the aliens come? It's a game theory. You know that we are very familiar with the game theory with 2 counterparts. It's the prison dilemma. If there are 2 people in the game theory and they after their rational thought, and it will be a mutual loss, so it gets everybody in the prison's dilemma. But if there are 3 counterparts or more than 3 counterparts, and if it's a repeatable game, then you will find a very complicated result. There's no single Nash equilibrium. There will be a lot of possibilities. So for this new book, it is about how we see the aliens forces in a turmoil Earth situation. For example, if some people they are fight with each other, and here comes an alien, and the alien says, "Oh, I can help you to beat your enemy." Will this human accept the offer of this alien to beat the other human, or will the human unite together to beat the alien? Or one of the human character, he does not like to accept the alien's offer, but he is afraid that his enemy accepts this offer. You know that if the alien has the technology, and if one accepts the alien's invitation, and it's very easy to beat your enemy. What if this person is afraid of the other counterparts got the help from the alien? And then you will find that in this situation, it will be complicated, and the humans are not naturally combined with each other. And in this kind of game theory, humans' conflicts might getting worse and worse. So that's another next page. International strife and aliens, the relationship between different counterparts. Next page. Yeah, I planned the 5 or 6 books spanning to 2110 about that time. So try to theme humanity's struggle for unity against cosmic threat. Because in the in previous movies, we always see that human civilizations unite automatically when there's alien came. Everybody on Earth fight together as brothers, sisters with the aliens. But I don't think that can happen automatically. Sometimes even the aliens can, but we still see each other as enemies. That is probably the highest, the most severe crisis, I think, now in our society. And the other storylines. So sometimes I follow the other characters' storyline. So there are about 3 storylines in this story. I combine them together. 60% of time I follow the main character, and 40% of time I follow the other characters. This strategy is because that I would like to narrative this story in a God view, in a full perspective of situation. If you use the first person perspective, it has the effect of really emerging into one situation, but you cannot see the world from other perspective, because if you use the first person, it is supposed that you do not know the other people's life and the other people's heart, what they are thinking. If you use the first person narrative, but sometimes you say he thinks what he goes through there where that will be a turmoil in your story. So you can only follow the narrator's storyline, and this is a good strategy for scary stories. Yeah, if you would like and it's a good strategy to hide information. Actually, there are a lot of information that even the readers can guess out, but the narrator does not. So if you say, I walk through the corridor, I push open the door. Sometimes the readers get very scared because you just follow this person, you do not know what's behind the door. But if you use the God point of view, sometimes you even pre-describe what inside the room, and then you describe this person get into the room. That reduce the effect of emergence, but that gives you the other advantages, like you have the clear global perspective of everything what's happened on Earth. So for my story, I hope the reader has full perspective of everything what's happening on Earth. So I use this God point of view. And for the second person perspective, it's not that common, but it gives the reader very strong interaction feeling, because it said that you walk through the corridor, you push open that door. So it likes that you ask for the readers to get involved into your story. It has some special effect in narrative.